Going live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of OTR Radio, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, D-Lo, and my co-host. Introduce yourself.
What up? It's fucking Denali.
The one and only Climb Higher, Denali Ski. We are back for another episode, guys. We appreciate all the love and support that we have received for the comeback episode as well as the Teal Ruben episode. It's been nothing but love, and honestly, we appreciate it. A lot of love on the episodes themselves and a lot of love on the actual Instagram itself. It's been a lot of love.
It's been super popping. Thank you guys for all the support, all the follows, and all the shares.
So we really appreciate you guys for listening, and we hope you guys are ready for another episode. So today we're coming in hot. Today we have a special guest coming from the IE. He throws events all over Los Angeles, so you guys know him. His events are always fucking popping. Shout out to the one and only Ryker Angeles. Say what's up one time.
What's good,
Hello,
Ryker?
folks? How y'all doing today?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Good, man. Thank you for having me.
Dude, it's a fucking pleasure, I should say. It's really great to have you here, man. We've been wanting to do this for some time. Me and Denali have talked about it for some time. It's just that now we've decided to execute the game plan and get you out here. So we really appreciate that.
Man. Appreciate it, man.
So
Yes,
for the people that don't know you, man, can we give a little background of like how long you've been in the game, what you're doing, things like that?
Okay. In the game, man, it's been a while now. It's been like what, 5, maybe 8 years. And I don't know, man. I always feel like I got into this because I didn't like the mainstream stuff that they were playing at the festivals and all the other stuff. So, you know, I wanted to create like an event that was like house only kind of stuff, right? Which we have them, but like every time I went, there was like there's something missing. I don't know. So it started from that, and then from there, like it just spread after that.
No, for sure. And, you know, before really diving deep into like the Sound Factory journey, I think overall just maybe giving the people a little background of like how long you've been in the scene, like just raving in general, when you made the transition from like a audience goer, like a festival goer, to then going to a DJ producer and then throwing the events. You know what I mean?
So, dude, I've been probably raving since I was like 14. I'm 39 now, so it's been a long time.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I've been doing it for such a long time that it just becomes like part of who you are, you know what I mean? And
you say you started raving at 14?
14, yeah. Fake IDs, get into the warehouses.
There you go. Fuck yeah.
The first rave I went to, I still remember, it's called Smurfy with the Smurf, like those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And that was like real plur, the community. Very community driven back then and stuff like that, which I hate to say it, but that's kind of what we're lacking now too.
Yeah.
So I don't know,
you
man.
can pull the mic closer a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's
right
like
there. Perfect.
right in front of you.
Yeah.
So you started with like, I'm assuming these were all little like underground shows at the time. They weren't really like legit ones. And then when was your actual like first like event you went to?
Ooh. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't even remember. It's been such a long time, but I do remember. Like going to like my first Beyond, EDC, Nocturnal.
You know what year that was?
I don't.
Oh, good.
I'm aging myself right now.
Too many benders, man. It's okay.
It's just that, and then after a while, like you just kind of go through the motion of just like, you know, doing the festival circuit.
Yeah.
With your fam, and then 2023 feels like it was 2002 all over again.
Yeah.
The years get blurred, man, and you know.
Man, you're telling me. Everyone I talk to this about, like, I'm going through a crisis right now where I'm losing track of time. Like, I don't know what day we're on. I don't know what time it is. It gets
worse as you get older.
Bro, don't even tell me that, man.
Yeah, it does, bro.
And I'm trying my best right now to like get on top of like doing the vitamin stuff, exercise, and be like try to be really good. But fuck, dude, it's so hard just to remember everything going on that you got going on, especially like with what we do, right? Like whether it's producing shows, well, just being in the scene, doing the podcast, whatever. Like we're just constantly doing things. We're trying to evolve, trying to like constantly be better. So we don't really like have time to kind of settle and remember all these things because we're constantly just learning new shit.
We'll fucking shout back out to season 1. Write it down.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Write that shit down.
Write that shit down, dude.
Keeping that notebook with you in handy. I still do to this day. It's in the backpack right now.
Yes, sir.
So it's definitely come in handy, man. But that's actually something I'm gonna utilize a little bit more, if anything, for my day to day as well. Because yeah, I mean, it does great for the scene stuff, but if you're not utilizing it outside of that, it's kind of hard to be a complete package per se.
Yeah, 100%. I use that shit at my work. I work at the casino, so we can't have our phones, but that's where I be writing all the bitches' names down and shit. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you can write it down right here, whatever.
Yeah.
Put it down.
Put it down. So, brother, at this point, like, you're going to festivals, you're enjoying it, and then what made you say, like, all right, I think I can do this. I think I can make the people move. Like, I think this is what I want to do.
So COVID happened.
Okay.
And I remember everything got shut down. And during that time, I was living in Orange County, and we were just throwing these crazy, like, mini raves in my garage all the time.
You and your friends?
And yeah, me and my friends. And then one of my really good friends, pretty much a brother to me, DJ Tanner. I'm sure you guys heard of him.
Yeah, shout out Tanner, man.
Yeah, Tanner was like, hey, man, let's start a collective. And I was like, okay, well, that's kind of where it started. The idea sparked. And then from there, we know a lot of people in the underground already. So then that's when we first started. Our first show that I remember we threw together. We had like
you and
me and Tanner. Okay. Before it was like officially Sound Factory. It was like the soft opening, I guess you could say. Right?
Gotcha.
It was like there was like 300 people there.
No shit.
Yeah,
where was this at?
It was in downtown LA at the Textile District.
Fire.
But promotion was a lot different than what it is now. Like, we didn't have the crazy algorithms and marketing.
How were you guys promoting?
Bro, it was like I would go down the gram and just DM everybody. Just like
personal invites.
Yeah, personal invites, like boom, 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 and then passing out flyers
out on the street.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah,
you guys didn't get stopped by police or nobody?
Nobody really fucked with us when it came to stuff like that. But I always found it like to be respectful, because we would go to other parties and pass them out, on the low.
Yeah,
but not be overbearing.
Yeah,
that's. And how do you navigate that, for someone that's, trying to promote their party at another part? Like, what do you think is like a fine line for that?
Like encroaching territory.
It can be. It can be, especially, between collectives that don't get along. But I think that we just came across as genuine dudes. And, and no one really ever told us anything, man. Just passing them out, like, boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
You have a flyer, you have a flyer. But again, not overbearing, like. If I saw our flyers on the floor, I would pick them up. You know what I mean?
Okay. You're still respectful about it.
Yeah, I'm super respectful about that, especially that. Yeah, but it was that, man. It was word of mouth, a lot of DMing, and the flyers for sure.
So for someone like just hopping into this thing, right, and not understanding like having like a following or having a network with friends already that like, or like you did when you were starting like a soft launch of Sound Factory. How does one do that? Like, how do you tell someone, okay, I'm putting you on game by doing this and this and this? Like, what would you say?
Well, it's so hard now, bro. I feel like the game's changed so much now. Like, first of all, I feel like the mass advertising campaigns, I feel like that has ruined the underground a little bit.
Okay.
Because it went from like we were all together in this niche, right? Mm-hmm. So we have our targeted audience that were coming here, and now it's like with this mass advertising, everybody's pouring in. So now you're advertising these like underground, not underground event. You know what I mean? It's a tricky situation. So with that being said, like if I was to tell somebody that now, I'd be kind of a hypocrite if I tell them don't use the advertising, because that's obviously what's gonna help your event get packed or whatever.
Using those tools to your advantage.
But at the same time, it's like fucking, like I don't want to use the advertising and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I feel like if somebody was coming up right now and they wanted to do events, I'd probably say like go above ground for a little bit. Maybe like at a nice bar or lounge, kind of hit them up, pitch them the idea.
Okay.
Kind of like what what is that one right there in downtown LA, the bar we all
Pattern?
Like kind of like a pattern bar, bar stuff like that.
Gotcha. So starting off, trying to be understanding the scene with I don't want to say mainstream community, but just the scene itself at its surface, right? Just kind of understanding like the regular locals that kind of go to that area, kind of understanding the basics of the scene, correct?
Like getting like surface level before you get down into like the niche categories of
again, and see that's like it sounds backwards, right?
Yeah,
because you're like you used to do above ground events before you figure something, before going underground. But it's like, bro, I don't know. That's kind of a hard question. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what? It's understanding the logistics of what it takes to throw a party, right? So understanding how an event happens, understanding understanding the building that relationship with the bartenders, with the security, like all that little stuff I feel like is what you need to kind of learn and understand before you go and do it yourself. Because now it's all you, whether it's at a established venue, they already have that set up for you, so you're kind of just getting that for like part of the deal. But now since you're alone, I feel like you having to set those things up, you now have to like
you literally have to book everything. You have to like production, sound, and a lot of people get that mixed up. They think that production is what sounds like. Now those are two separate.
Yeah, they think the decks are gonna come with the speakers. Yeah, it's completely different.
You gotta have a back line. You know what I mean? Obviously, your sound, production, security. I feel like that's something that we always invested always heavily in. So security
for sure.
Be sure everybody feels comfortable and safe.
Yeah, and so overall, just having that understanding of how the business is set, how to throw proper events above ground before you're able to go underground. So I think that's a solid way to do it, man.
Yeah, especially now, bro, because like again, like I was telling you, like especially the climate right now in the underground is a lot of how do I say this without pissing too many people off? A lot of collectives like to do bullshit to, like on each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of backstabbing going on.
And then that reflects on the rest of us because, as much as so-and-so and so-and-so are doing underground events, and I fall into that category too. So when they do stupid shit or something tragic or bad happens at their events, it reflects on the rest of us. Okay. You know what I mean? And then we're sitting there thinking like, shit, man, like, what if that would have happened at our event? What can we do better? You know what I mean? And again, to me, it always goes back to like security and maintaining like a safe environment for these people. Or I don't call them people, like our guests that come and hang out with us for 4 or 6 hours.
I think right there, what you did is very important, right? You're separating what some people wouldn't actually do nowadays in some collectives, like. They like to say their people is like their crowd goers is just people and just customers, but you're treating them as like a family, as a group, guests. Like guests, like you want to take care of.
You want to have that kind of mentality because then it kind of carries over to everything just in life. You want to treat people right. Now I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I treat every person right because I know I can be overbearing. I know I'm a little bit of an asshole. So I've had my my encounters with people at the fucking events where I'm like, dude, I just want to smack this guy.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, we have to treat each other as like humans and not numbers.
100%, man. And that's, I think, another thing that's been lacking a lot in the scene is we're just treating each other like shady business partners and not actual people, and trying to build like a legitimate, like proper business, but with peace and love, man. Like, essentially, we're all trying to get a piece of the pie. There's enough pie for everyone. It's just a matter of how you do it, right? We talk about this, I think, in the last episode as well. Like, there's a crazy amount of DJs and collectives coming out right now, and that's awesome. But we already know the few are going to remain that are like really sticking to it. But those few that are going to stick to it, man, we got to like work together as a team to get that pie together instead of just kind of dog eat dog situation.
Yeah, bro. It's like I was telling you earlier. It's fucking. I'm sure you're more involved in like the techno community than I am, but it's a mess sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
I'm just like you ever seen the meme with Michael Jackson's eating the fucking popcorn?
Oh, yeah.
That's me. That's what Sound Factory is half the time because like we don't have that kind of drama or that kind of reputation already. Yes, it is. You know what I mean? But it's just again like. A lot of backstabbing too, man.
That's crazy.
2 weekends ago, shit was getting raided, over like all the.
And then the place is burnt now, because you know, they call 12 on that, and once 12 gets on there, you better believe that that address is
Fucking
listed.
block is hot, baby.
Yeah.
What's up with that, man? What's up with like collectives calling the cops on each other and like ratting on each other out? Like, when did that start? Like, why is that even a thing right now in the scene?
It's greed.
Bro, I don't know.
Like, is that how low we've come to like be like all about the money, like shutting down everything else and just for ourselves? That's crazy.
Yeah, there's just a lot of drama, man. The only time I ever fucking called the cops on a party was when I was fucking 16. I couldn't get these motherfuckers out of my house. You remember doing that shit? The party gets too crazy out the crib.
Like, yeah.
You're like, dude, we're gonna go. I'm gonna do it.
You got to do it.
I'm like, fuck. All right.
Gotta call one of the
I'm gonna
old
call the
homies
cops.
or the feds, bro.
You got to do it. You got to do an audible at that moment, man. And say, fuck it, man.
Your parents are gonna be here in 6 hours.
You got to clean this thing up.
Yeah, we gotta clean this bitch up. Yeah, absolutely.
So, brother, your tagline is "The underground remains." What does that actually mean to you when you say it out loud? And when did that like little tagline come about?
So that tagline came for me with a fucking chip on my shoulder, because I was a part of, like, you know, being in Sound Factory. And when we started Sound Factory, I felt like part of the reason why we made Sound Factory, created Sound Factory, was to like make our lane for our own selves. You know what I mean? Like the little guy that couldn't get on a fucking lineup with another collective because they don't fuck with you or these don't like you. So it was like, we were like, fuck that, you know? We're gonna do our own parties. We're gonna put up our own. We're gonna DJ our own parties. We're gonna create our own culture.
Okay.
Right, and then that's where like kind of like the underground remains, bro. Like everybody has a little piece of it in their heart.
Yeah.
One way or the other, we're all connected through music and shit. And that's what it was. Yeah, it's like it's kind of like out of spite a little bit, you know, like, oh, the underground remains, like, but it like clearly became like more like a model. You know what I mean? Among my crew and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like at what point did like house music just stop being tracks and like actually become something you felt like you had to defend, like at that same time? Or is that's why you had to like put that tagline together? Or is it like something?
You know what?
else?
You actually kind of hit that shit right on the point. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, you know, along with like, oh, we want to get booked or we want to be on a lineup, we also want to show people like, okay, like, I don't think you guys are educating these dance floors properly. So, you know what I mean? So we got to I get a lot of heat for people call me gatekeeping and stuff like that. And I'll take it. I'll wear that. I'll badge honorably. You know what I mean?
Hey, but you're defending something you love, and then you feel like it needs to be taken care of, you know, with like a delicate hand, you know?
Yeah.
Something that I personally have seen that has been the lack of DJs recently is like that love for it, that real passion for it. They want to have that like rock star moment, but again, without like name dropping a collective, I went through the same experience, man. Like I went out to play at this place and I was set to play by myself. Like I was ready for this, and all of a sudden I get hit with, hey man, we're gonna go back to back because you got the primetime slot and I'm trying to have primetime slot with you, and I'm trying to rock out. Dude, the guy didn't know how to play properly. He was throwing in dubstep when I was like in peak time techno. Like it was really bad, man. He didn't master the craft. He didn't know like what we were on. He just wanted to have that like everybody's eyes were on him situation, and like
came with no respect for the fucking craft.
Yeah, and truth be told, I was upset. I'm talking about this now on the pod for the first time, like publicly. So you know, I'm glad that I'm willing to have the conversation with the guy, because his party was cool, man. Like it was a great time, but I didn't like the lack of unprofessionalism and the fact that, you know, he didn't even like know how to mix properly. He wasn't a DJ.
Yeah. That shit will irk me too, bro. I'll tell you a quick story. We were at my brother Tanner's house and we were having a little get together, and it was after one of the events we did out there, and I was already pretty drunk too. So don't drink too much, kids. But I was pretty lit, and some guy, obviously not gonna name drop any names. Ruben was there too. It makes it even funnier. Some guy comes up, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna show you these tracks that I produced, blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Fine, like, you know,
let's see what you got." Yeah.
And he starts clanking the mix.
Oh man,
you know, like starts clanking the mix, and that's where like I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, you say you want to impress us, you show us this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I got mad. I was like, come proper, bro. So I told him to, like, get out of the, the setup. Get out of the booth, bro. Like, get out of the booth. Hop out. And then his girlfriend comes up, and she starts fucking just going in on me.
Really?
And I'm just like, hey, chill out. Chill out. It's not that deep for him, obviously, because he doesn't know how to mix.
They sent in the manager?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and I can see Ruben. Ruben's like telling me, like, okay, calm down. Always the voice of reason. That's why I love that man.
Man, shout out Ruben, man. Shout out Theo. That fucking guy.
Then my brother was looking across, like I can see him. He was looking at me from across the kitchen, and he was like, "Bro, why, bro?
Yeah,
like be nice." And I was like, "No." He's saying he's gonna show us something, and he can't even mix right.
But it's how much passion you have for the game, man.
Yeah, man. I was like, don't do that, man. And then, like, obviously, too, like, the guy he didn't have no headphones or anything like that.
Oh, fuck.
But the headphones were right there, man. I was like, hey, can I use these headphones real quick? We're not going to say no.
No, I get you.
We're at the house. We're kicking at the crib. Everybody here's a DJ. Show us your new track. But that shit did not go that way.
Fuck. Shit went south.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's sad to see situations like that because I know they're trying their best. I know they're trying to like impress people because they know that this is probably their chance that they got. But you gotta come correct. You gotta come correct. You gotta come proper. You gotta come respectful. You gotta come on your P's and Q's, man. You gotta be correct when especially like you're I would say one of the top curators when it comes to like LA and throwing events out here, man. Like I've been to numerous parties even before I met you, and they've always popped off. I genuinely enjoy how you guys put the production together, the sound you guys care about a lot as well. I remember one time specifically, me and shout out Crucified, we had just pulled up to one of the events. We got in and we kind of looked at each other because we felt like it was kind of muddy. So we went up to you and we were like, hey, bro, what's up with the sound? You're like, it's muddy, huh? You immediately knew because you wanted to correct it. And right away you went back to the speakers and adjusted the sound and made sure it was proper. So I give you props for that.
Yeah, man.
It's a big deal, man. Some people forget about that shit.
Yeah, well, I always like tell Tanner and our other founder fucking around. I always tell them like, sound has to be good, bro. Like Sound Factory, like they has the word sound in it, bro.
Bro.
We can't walk in.
Yeah,
It's gonna
these
sound like
fucking
shit.
people come here for, bro.
And the thing is, like some events in LA where I've been to, man, and it sounds nasty.
Washed the fuck out.
Washed out, muddy, blown out speakers, and I get it. Like they're trying to like do their event, but still, man, like it's all about quality, not quantity, right?
Yeah. A lot of the reason why you see stuff like that is because how like the owners or collective, like person in charge of the collective, they don't want to spend money on fixing it, so they just let it run like that till like the speaker really fucking dies, and then they'll buy a new one.
That's when they'll like actually invest in it.
Yeah, they're like, okay, it's time to replace it.
Fuck.
Or sometimes it's like, there's always like the sound guy that doesn't tell the guy anything. So like, the owner is fucking clueless that the speaker's blown, and it's been like that for like 6 months. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Man, that's crazy. So you call yourself a curator, okay? And I think I see that as a event curator and as a DJ curator.
Experience.
And even drinks, right? Because I see you were a bartender for a while.
Yeah, man, that's kind of I lean towards when it comes to I call it my civilian job.
Okay.
Hospitality. So, food server / bartender.
Sick. Okay, sick.
Stuff like that. And curation is everything, man. I like craft cocktails, craft beer, and I know a lot about it. Studied it for a long time. So if we walk into let's say we go to a whiskey bar after this, right?
Sure.
I can guide you perfectly. Like what kind of whiskey you like.
Yeah.
This is how you should drink it. I'm never going to tell you how to drink your whiskey, but I'm going to suggest how you should drink it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
So you could have told me how to drink my wine a little bit ago before the pod?
Well, yeah, I was surprised you got it.
Dude, I get wine all the time.
Yeah.
Ask anybody like that we go and get lunch with. Whenever I see wine, I'm like, all right, I'll get a glass of wine.
And I rarely see you drink, bro. I think I've seen you drink maybe like a sip out of a can.
Yeah,
but
man.
Never the whole can.
He'll drink like half his fucking drink ticket and pass it off to someone else.
Yeah, man. What usually happens is at events, like I'll get one drink or the 2 drink tickets I get. One of them I'll take, and it'll either be a a Red Bull vodka that I'll sip on the whole night, and
I've seen that. I've seen you do it.
Or like one beer, and it'll stay like that. Or I'll use a second drink ticket for water, or I'll give it to the homie.
Yeah, use it on a baddie, bro.
Bro, honestly, I've never
that's the tech, bro.
I've never like decided, hey man, I'm gonna just get fucked up. I don't know, man. For me, I'm a weenie when it comes to alcohol. I just can't take it.
Good.
But when it's wine, though, I fuck with wine. I'll sip on that shit all day. I love it. But I'd rather just give it to the homies, because I know there are a lot of times they're gonna go want to get another drink anyway. So I'm like, might as well just give it to them.
Yeah, he's giving me a couple of his drink tickets.
Yeah, man, I don't mind.
He's like, here you go.
Yeah, it's all good. When you're like curating outside of the bar thing, and I just wanted to bring that up a little bit because I thought that was a little fun fact about you. What to you, like, what's important when you're creating a lineup when you're doing these events?
So we're gonna dig deep on that one.
Sure.
So I have two perspectives. One, obviously, you have resident DJs, right?
Okay.
So your resident DJs, why do you have resident DJs? Because you want a specific sound.
Correct.
You know what I mean? That you want your collective to have a specific sound. So these are the people these are your go-tos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then two, my other perspective is sometimes we need new blood. You know what I mean? We need like newer DJs. And that gets kind of tricky because, yes, like, with any collective, I would imagine that you want to book. And again, it's going to get even trickier, right? You want to book a DJ that's going to bring people, right?
Yes.
We're going to have a little bit of pool. Usually like when I do guests, like let's say I book Crucified, right?
Sure.
And then I'll tell them like your guest list is unlimited. You can bring as many people as you want. So think about it. If there's 6 DJs on the lineup, and each one brings 10 people, that's already 60 people. Like we already got a party.
Yeah.
There's 60 people there. You know what I mean? So there's always those like little things like, okay, like I want this, but then I also want to look at talent. I want talented individuals that actually respect the craft, that have headphones, that have a backup USB. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to book these fucking DJs with like 20,000 followers and like they don't give a fuck. They come in. Those are always the guys that come in and like act like they're fucking Zeus. You know what I mean? At Mount Olympus.
Man, I've seen it numerous times at the especially at the afters. It's so crazy. I know like that's the party everyone wants to go to, like because it's like the deep hours of the night, but these guys that have that ego of I'm the shit because I'm playing after you is crazy, man. It's wild to me sometimes because not even a proper handshake, like, hey man, like here's the deal, like I'm handing this off to you, like nothing. They're just like, all right, buddy, tap on the shoulder.
Yeah, and there's been a couple lineups where I've had to book Sam Burns, shout out Sam Burns,
Shout out Sam.
Meerkat, Nick.
Meerkat, shout out Meerkat.
Before a DJ that, I wouldn't necessarily, I'm not going to say trust, but like I didn't have too much faith in them. You know what I mean? So I would book Sam or Meerkat before them so they can like, do that perfect baton handoff.
Yeah.
And they're really good, man. Sam, especially Sam, he's a really good, like at
talented guys, man.
I don't know, like he maintains the energy on that dance floor. And so does Nick. Nick's a little bit more aggressive. He likes to play a little faster, which I love.
Shout out Nick, man. Met him a couple times.
But Sammy, man, he always like just glues everything. Because I've had a couple times where I played after him, and I'm just like, damn, this motherfucker left me the lasagna nice and cooked.
Yeah,
I just gotta cut into it. You know what I mean?
That's dope, and that's part of curating a perfect lineup, right? Because you kind of want someone setting the recipe, someone baking it, someone cutting it, and someone finally like serving the plate, right?
Yeah,
that's essentially how a good curated lineup should be.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Everything's kind of like flowy, and obviously, when you start hitting like the 3 o'clock, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. sets, shit gets a little funky. People get a little deeper in the set list, or a little more. They play a little faster. But having a proper opener, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Like the first 2 hours in the lineup, I think are the most crucial.
Oh, for sure.
If those DJs are not locked in, it's like people leave. Yeah, and I've seen it at our events.
There's other places to go to still.
Yeah.
It's still early.
Especially LA, man.
It's a competitive market. You know what I mean? So you want people leaving because you're saving $50 to get Joe Blow Booger over there to come and open it up for you for $50? No, man. Like, you know, and so people get so mad or get so offended. Like, oh, like, bro, can you open? Like, oh, I'm not an opener. I'm like, motherfucker, you know how many times I open and how many times I've closed?
Yep.
In this journey, you know, lots of times. I take one for the team from time to time.
Absolutely, man. Still to this day, I even tell people, like, I'm down to open, bro. If you need an opener, let me know. Like, I don't mind it sometimes, you know, because I don't feel like I'm too good for that. I feel like, again, that's an important slot. I don't mind setting up and curating a vibe like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a very tasteful set that you have to like
you got
put together too. It's not an easy set to play either.
That's when you really got to dig deep in the crate.
Yeah, because it's not as easy as just finding all these bangers that everybody has or you already have stacked. No, you got to think about it a little bit and put something together nice that has, you know, cool energy. You're not going to take away the fucking heat from, you know, your main acts and shit like that. So,
yeah. And then there's the other perspective too. Like, and this is me too. Like, and we're like, man, we're in the fucking underground. I want to play whatever the fuck I want as an opener.
Man, I know. But even then, though, I feel like it's a slippery slope.
It is. It's just an unwritten rule.
It's an unwritten rule that like, you just got to respect at least a little bit. Like, go hard, but in a proper way, man. There's a way to do it.
Agreed.
And I know we all want to play like hard and fast, but dude, if you do it properly for opening, you can get people really to groove and shake, man. Like,
man.
I've seen it firsthand, man, where I've pulled up early to like these Insomniac clubs and like the openers doing a killer job, man, doing a great job setting a vibe and getting people to stay there because we want them to stay, right? What ends up happening is these openers go hard. People like dig it. They start going hard themselves. By like prime time, they're saying, all right, let's call it a night. And you don't want that.
They'll burn out.
Exactly. Now, in a scene like today where it's like full of playlists and algorithms and things like that, man, are you still, you think, able to curate the same type of lineups, even like we kind of talked about on the way here, like where people like kind of buy followers and make it seem like they got that following and clout? Like, are you able to still kind of distinguish that, or are you kind of like rolling the dice a little bit more?
I think there's big like roll of the dice with anything, you know what I mean? A lot of times, like, if you think about it, like, you're doing business with these DJs, you want to book them. A lot of times, we don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
You know, you're just reaching out through the DMs, or, like, your friend knows them, stuff like that. I don't know, man. So, it's always, like, it's a gamble. You never know what you're going to get with some of these DJs. I've gotten really lucky, though. What's the girl's name? She's really good. Alexa Pearl, I think that's her name.
Oh, yeah.
I booked her to open, like, I think at some point last year. And my business partners, they were mad at me. They were like, dude, why'd you book her to open? That girl was so good. She should have been like in the middle of the lineup. And I was like, well, I don't really know her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I needed a solid opener. I thought she was going to be
the one for it.
The one for it. She was, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But in the eyes of my business partners, they were like, you know, she should have been deeper in the lineup.
I see.
Yeah, so the things, stuff like that happens. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or you book a guy to close, and you're like, "Damn, we should have booked him to close. this guy should have opened."
Yeah, I get it, man. There's even been times where like you have to kick people off the decks, right? Because it's just so bad or so good. I mean, so bad that you have to do something. You have to make a shift.
I you know what? Surprisingly, out of 6 years, and with my collective, I've never really had to kick anybody off the decks like that.
Really?
But I've seen it at other collectives. Actually, you know what I like? I had to kick one guy off. He was just like clanking. It was like clank after clank after clank. And you know what it was, bro? They were mixing on CDJ's 900s.
Oh,
so
no,
there's no sync button, baby.
Nothing. He got caught.
You gotta get exposed.
Yeah, man. You're put to the test.
Yeah. And it's funny because that's kind of like where me and Meerkat Nick, we really started like vibing more when because he has his setup at his house, and he has a Nexus too, and then he has like an old CDJ.
Okay.
So he has a Nexus, a 900, and then like an old one, and like it's so funky, bro. So like like mixing from this CDJ to that CDJ, I was just like, damn, this motherfucker's making me think right now.
Yeah, you have to
you're like,
put your shit on. Like, damn, all right, let me fucking get in there and see if I can do the damn thing.
Straight doing an SAT and shit.
For
man.
real,
Fucking
bro.
A.
Like, your mind is already processing quick as it is for mixing. Now you got to do even more because it's like like recognizable equipment and shit.
yeah,
So,
it's annoying.
so as a curator, I mean, obviously you have to book these acts. So would you say like you do a little bit more of like the talent scouting, or you guys kind of spread it out evenly?
I take care of that for the most part. It's me, and then my unofficial official A&R team is literally Sam and Nick.
So if they like offer like, oh, I think Denali's really good, like we should book them, like you take suggestions, or you're like, okay.
I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll book them. What time do you think you'll fit in? Oh, at this time. Okay, cool, man. Helping me, my job gets a little easier that way because it's overwhelming, man. The amount of DMs sometimes from like DJs, I'm just like, dude, I just want to punch myself in the face.
I bet,
Not
man.
because I'm annoyed, just because I feel like at some point you just don't want to deal with
You're
it.
just overwhelmed with so much. Yeah, I get it.
That's at that point you find a fucking assistant. That's someone to fucking dish the work.
Yeah,
to.
that too.
But it has to be someone that has the same like musical ear that you do, or has the same like
vision and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because you can't just hire anybody.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, we. If anything, it needs to be someone that you trust and that you think would be that understands that role completely. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But overall, man, I think the way you guys do lineups is really good. I don't think. I was gonna say I don't think I've seen any bad ones, but I've seen a few guys on there where I'm like, I don't know, man.
No, bro, there's been a couple bad ones. For sure, bro. It always happens, bro.
But like you said, we're rolling the dice, right? Because we don't know these guys. We're
Yep.
giving them a chance, and it happens same with us over here at Hypnotic, and even when I'm doing House Circuit, man, like we're just kind of saying, fuck it, we're gonna give you a shot and just do it. But it's all about, again, trying to give. This is how we're giving back to the community in a sense of like trying to put guys on, but just got to come correct a little bit more,
Yeah.
Everyone fucking isn't perfect off the jump,
Nah.
You gotta have
You do have.
you
to
gotta
remember
bomb
that.
at least one show.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I still kind of bomb now, bro, here and there.
They're the same, dropping bombs.
Now, what's something that you think, like, from someone looking from the outside in, like, what's like the underground, like what is the underground completely misunderstood about it? Like, what do you think people don't really get when they're like looking from the outside in? Is there something that you think there's a big misconception of when like you're trying to explain it to someone?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of misconception. I think a lot of people just look at these parties, because people want to get fucked up and do drugs. I feel like that's like the red flag that people see.
Yeah.
In this kind of scene, which they're not wrong necessarily, right? But you can't assume that everybody is there just to do drugs and get fucked up.
I mean, it boasts a sense of community. Like,
there is. There's a lot of people that are there sober as fuck.
Yeah.
And, it sucks because they're only buying water, but that's okay.
That's me, bro. I'm that guy. I'm fucking there buying all the water, bro.
Yeah. But again, like, it goes back to why we started doing this shit and why this was created. Obviously, house music created by marginalized groups, so brown and black, almost gay people. And they needed a safe space. And, you got the Warehouse in Chicago, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it goes back to that. Like, I've always wanted to create a safe space where everybody's welcome.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
I mean, at the core of, like, this whole scene, exactly. The whole root of this is exactly that.
Yeah, it's that, man. And I think a lot of people, again, going to the biggest misconception, I think a lot of people forget that this was created essentially by African Americans.
Yeah.
In the long run, you know what I mean? And, with anything that's, once it gets mainstream and it gets packaged, that is extremely diluted. I bet you half these kids don't even understand the history. Or for example, like, why are we called Sound Factory? The old 1993, 1992 club in New York, the Sound Factory.
That's dope. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's they were known. It was like a mecca of house music.
That's fire.
Little
Easter egg.
Yeah, it's in there. Like everything we do, there's like, even with the my favorite event that I did under Sound Factory is House Culture.
Okay.
And that's also one of my other like models that I use a lot.
Yeah.
And specifically to get on those specific lineups, I was like, nope, yes, nope,
Yeah.
nope,
Oh,
nope,
yeah.
no. Like you would really have to like know your shit.
100%. I think that was one of the first times you had booked me was for House Culture.
Yeah,
bro.
House
And
Culture.
that was sick.
If you were on the House Culture, anybody out there listening, if you were on the House Culture fucking lineup, that means like from my perspective, you represent house.
That's dope.
You're part of the culture.
That's sick. I didn't know that, man. That's really dope.
That's special.
It is. So
That's
I
special.
always want to make that like your favorite DJ's lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you look at this, you're like, ooh,
That's dope.
I want to go to that. You know?
That'd be a super dope like tagline for like on the flyer too. Your favorite DJs
Yep.
on
That's
this
sick.
lineup.
That's sick as fuck, dude. Now, walk us through like the real process from like ideas to door open. Like, how do you come up with the idea for it? Like, and how long does it take to execute it and say, okay, like doors open, we got it.
AI.
Bro, no. I wish. That would save us a lot of time. You know, AI is a tool. We all need to use it at some point. But when it comes to the events, man, because when we first started doing this, it was me and Tanner doing sound production setup.
Damn.
Okay.
And
So those were long nights.
bro, you're talking about
Long days and nights.
like 18-hour days, bro.
Yeah, you gotta set up and tear.
And then what happens when the party's over?
So
You
so
gotta
walk
strike
us
it
through.
down.
So from beginning to end. So you guys get there at what time to what time?
So let's say we had a event on Saturday.
Okay.
We'll get there in the morning. Start setting up, load in, set up the speakers, you know. And obviously Tanner's more seasoned and production, so these motherfuckers moves like a fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, you know.
Just setting
And
things
I'm
up quick.
fucking- Yeah, and I'm right there, fucking Charlie Brown, like open around behind him, but you know, setting everything up and stuff. So that right there would be like 8 hours. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So like,
Wow.
keep in mind, it's only me and him. Most people, during at that point of our lives, during facing Sound Factory, it was just me and him. And then we'll randomly bring somebody to help us, like my brother or like a friend.
Wow.
And then eventually, you know, the collective grew enough to where, like, you know, we didn't have to do that anymore.
That's
We
sick.
can have somebody else do it, stuff like that. But normally, when you have somebody else do it, bro, they'll come in like 2 or 3 hours before the event. They'll have that shit set up quick.
Yeah, I've seen it firsthand. Shout out to Defiant, man. That dude set up so quick. His big ass bass boss equipment setup, dude. The one that you guys are actually going to be using next week in Redlands.
Yeah, I've had the a chance in the past to play on that kind of system. It's really buttery. I like it.
Love it, man. Yeah, I think it amplifies like the bass really well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, my favorite system to play on, like to this day, has been a Danley system
really,
that was like tuned to the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
that's sick.
Yeah, that's
It was crazy,
crispy
bro.
as fuck, huh?
Super crispy, like that pizza we ate early, bro. It was like that.
Now, what's like the unglamorous part? Sorry, before even continuing, dude. Like, so you guys get there, 8 hours. You're setting up. Now, what happens after? You guys are just
Set up, and then obviously you start curating. You know, you want, you know, before I used to have like a lot of greenery.
okay,
And this is way before fucking the whole day trip shit.
okay.
And we would like set all that shit up like on the rafters. And
Like
it
the
looked
vines
cool,
and shit,
man.
like,
yeah, like you're
yeah.
fucking, I don't know, coming out of the fucking jungle. You know,
Okay,
kind of
okay.
vibes.
Yeah,
Gonna
yeah.
give it a little theme,
Yeah.
a little vibe, you know?
Yeah, and absolutely. And from time to time, each time we had an event, for example, if it was like Alice in Wonderland, like, you know, I would buy a bunch of like Alice in Wonderland decorations, but like kind of like customize them. So for example, you seen like those big like playing cards that you can make
Okay.
big?
Yeah.
Like I remember I made like a reef out of it, and that took me like fucking 3 hours. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, but it looked fucking dope once the lighting was on it, and the way I had it, like the way I hung it up, it looks like they were falling, like the cars were falling out of the ceiling. You know what I mean? Little shit
Okay,
like
yeah.
that, and then like putting an uplight next to it, and I'm fucking DJing. I'm fucking looking at the. I'm like, damn, that came out good.
Yeah, bro.
I hope someone takes a picture of that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's all about, like being a curator, man. You know, just looking at the little details and being like, oh, you know, this would be a nice little addition, or people would appreciate this.
Yeah, man.
Setting up little photo ops and
photo ops is very important, man.
Little fun things for like people to do, or like little Easter eggs to find
distractions
around.
here and there.
Yeah.
And obviously do that, and then set up whatever merch we have and help with the beverages and stuff like that.
So like your normal events, are they usually like the same theme, or you guys try to switch it up?
Right now I feel like everybody's fucking fixated on LED walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to kind of steer away from that, because I'm telling you guys right now, everything comes in a full circle.
For sure.
So the way all these shit's going around right now, with all these collectives calling the cops on each other and like massive
That's
parties,
crazy.
like I bet you it's gonna come back to like smaller warehouses, more intimate shows, like members only type shit.
Like back to the no phone situation.
Back to, absolutely, and like more curated lineups, tighter lineups, and then like again, like we're here for the music. So you should let enjoy the dance floor, man. You don't need a fucking LED wall in front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't gotta look at us like spinning.
No, like back in the day, the fucking DJ was in the fucking corner. Mm-hmm. You know, like nobody saw the DJ.
Yeah.
You're the main.
They didn't even think about them.
They're dancing with your friends and like facing the crowd,
having a good time.
enjoying the crowd.
Having a good time. Now, shit's changed. Obviously the fucking the DJ's like the fucking MC now.
The centerpiece of the fucking room.
Mm-hmm. And it's fun, because we all do it.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm just like, oh man, especially sometimes with LA crowds, man. They're so hard to please sometimes.
Yeah.
So if you can get the girls moving though, you'll get that crowd moving. But there's times where it hasn't happened to me personally. But I seen DJs where like they're dropping this nasty fucking track, and even I'm like, dude, I'm about to Shazam this shit. This track's so good, right? Mm-hmm. But the dance floor is like non-responsive.
It's just dead. Huh?
It's everybody's on their fucking phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking addicted to fucking.
Where they're all K'd out.
IG, yeah. I mean, at least with K, at least you're bobbing a little bit.
Yeah.
On your fucking phone, you're looking down. You're not even looking up.
It's wild to see how far we've come, from actually and just enjoying that, like not making the DJ the centerpiece, and
just the way the dance floor has evolved over time.
Well, another thing I was going to say too is we're throwing the word rave so loosely now, and it's more just a party, that's strictly only playing house music or techno or dubstep, whatever, right? That's electronic music. So I feel like aside from like, the phone situation being a problem, like now the curators are trying to make everything a theme of a rave. Like,
I mean, but what really makes a rave a rave?
That's a good answer. I would expect that a rave is amplified sound and a bunch
like
of fucking
like a underground space where people come together and enjoy a certain set of electronic music.
Correct. And some of us are now doing this rave at like the local bar down the street.
No,
but it's
but that makes sense. See, a rave at a bar, that doesn't sound right.
It doesn't make sense.
Rave, I feel like, is more.
And I'm at fault at this.
It's more reserved for the underground scene. It's an underground thing, I feel like.
Yeah.
But it's just being used so loosely now. Like for anything is a rave is my point. And I think that's why, like, again, like you said it earlier, it's just being packaged and marketized, exactly. Just to be like profitable. And it's not really a good fucking event
because
in the first place.
It sounds enticing and it sounds like, ooh, a rave. Like, that's so cool.
That's so against the rules.
So naughty. Wow, let's go to the rave tonight.
Yeah. And it's at your local dive bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at your fucking Dave & Buster's. No Dave, all Busters.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
I went to a couple of those. Oh, I liked it.
But again, that's not a problem. Those things aren't a problem. I think it's just the term that we're using, the terminology, right? It's just it's a party, and that's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
You know what? In their defense, now that I look at that flyer, they never used the word rave. They used takeover at Dave and Buster's.
That's why I didn't say them though. That's I was saying other people, man. But it's close enough, and I get what you mean.
I'm talking about brownies and lemonade.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I enjoy their because outside of house music, I like everything else too. I'm not a fucking
house snob.
A fucking house
Yeah,
snob. Shout out house snob.
House snob though. House snob is cool, but not being a house snob.
But yeah, I like a lot of dubstep. I like a lot of techno. I like a lot of drum and bass. Stuff like that. So when they did it was like a drum and bass event at Dave and Buster's.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun, man. Motherfuckers can rip it on the. I feel like those. If you're a dubstep DJ, you better know how to mix everything. For sure.
No doubt. I mean, some of the first like actual big events I was going to before like I really knew anybody within the rave scene itself. I had just like this little friend group that like wanted to start going to events and started going to events in the first place, and they were strictly dubstep like fans. So like I remember like
I can't picture you headbanging.
No, bro. You know what? I went to Bass Rush.
Weird,
Crazy.
Imagine him as a wook and shit.
Wild.
You know what? I
Long-ass hair.
can see him as a wook, but not a headbanger.
Dude, I got there. It was when they did Bass Rush at the NOS Center. So like 2020.
Bro, you're talking about energy?
Nah. I was gonna go to Energy, but I didn't go to that. They had a Bass Rush there.
See, Insomniac. Listen, you bring those events back.
Those Energy was cool.
Those were more curated.
Yeah, but I remember that. I remember being there and like, damn, bro, like this isn't me. Like I like everybody like being like super friendly and stuff, but this was not me. And it took me a couple of tries to like finally find out like where I wanted to be as far as like going when I went to those events, like what stages and stuff. But I always knew I loved house music. I just didn't know exactly where I could find that in those things.
No, absolutely. You'll know. You know.
Oh yeah.
When you walk into a fucking room, you're like, yeah, these are my people.
Oh yeah, for
I found
sure.
my tribe. It's called house music. Yeah.
You just fucking detense. You drop your shoulders. You're like, there we go. I'm right there.
Yep. Go dance.
Unzip your pants a little bit. Unbuckle your fucking belt.
So, like, now that you've, promoted and, been behind the decks and, been behind, like, actually throwing these events, what do DJs, like, mostly still, like, don't get about the other side of the booth, like, as far as, like, the business aspect, like, that you think they lack on?
They lack on? Well, I think a lesson that I've learned recently is that you can't trust everybody. From the business perspective, people will stab you in the fucking back, and people will owe you money. You know what I mean? So always come like firm with what you're asking for as a DJ and what you want. You know what I mean? And if there's something that you don't understand or something that you don't like, let them know. Like, hey man, I don't like this, or hey man, like.
Be vocal about it.
Yeah. I mean, be assertive, be vocal about it, and don't let.
Yeah, don't be a pushover.
Yeah, don't be a pushover. Just be nice.
Don't be an asshole about it.
Yeah, don't be an asshole, obviously. But
D-Lo's he does that pretty well.
No, yeah, I've seen it. Good delegator.
Yeah, he's solid.
But like always, like stand your ground, like. And another thing too, like if shit's a little fishy.
It's probably fish.
If it walks like a duck and it sounds like a duck, it's a fucking duck, bro. It's not a chicken. It's a duck. You know what I mean? So like,
it smells like a fish, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's
like it's
funny,
like really follow your instincts as far as like the business aspect of things. And then another one that I had to learn too was like don't take every gig.
Oh, dude, that's actually a big one right now.
Yeah, like don't take every gig. You know what I mean? Like it's like.
Even at the beginning of your career, you would say?
Oh, fuck. See, it gets kind of tricky, you know?
Yeah.
So that one to me is something that I've been really like hounding myself on within, I think, the last 2 years, I'd say. Because for me, and people can fucking hold me for this one, I have always told take everything you can at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Because you You don't know who the
kinda-
people are. You don't know like what's the deal.
Say yes
Yeah.
at first and then decide later.
Yeah, and now I would say within like the last 2 years, me as well as a lot of DJs that I talk to that have been doing this for a while are saying, you know what, I'm being a little more picky of where I play and not so loose with it. Like
As you should, especially once you start to develop the sound that
Correct.
you know you're gonna deliver. Then obviously you don't want to be fucking. Yeah, I'm not gonna be playing. I'm at Sound Factory playing fucking hard dance, or techno. Like, that's just not what it is. So yeah, I mean, at first I would say take a lot of shows and kind of figure out what kind of DJ or artist you want to be, and then once you figure that out, and then you can start kind of, I guess, gauging what and where you want to be at exactly.
Yeah.
So, where exactly would you say is like the line from staying underground and just becoming exclusive, or like kind of
more selective,
like gatekeeping and shit?
Like when you say line, like what do you mean?
Like what is like the like defining line like between being underground and like
Oh, like what makes it blur?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's certain things that I said in the past that I would never do, and I end up getting booked for them. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, cool, but like this is more like mainstream, I guess. But I guess what really defines that's what's gonna be what's in your USB, bro. Honestly, what'd you play?
Yeah, I guess that's
what I mean?
pretty true.
Because there's so many amazing artists and producers, DJ producers out there that are like, that need to be discovered. And again, when you play that on your USB and on these sets, you're like, a lot of people are like, oh man, I've never heard that song.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go down this fucking rabbit hole of like Shazam and shit, and you're like, oh man, these guys are straight underground.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But so I'm maybe contradicting myself there a little bit, but then if you're playing that at the mainstream stage,
it's again a slippery slope, man.
Again, the slippery slope, bro. I should never leave.
But that's like they say. I mean, a good DJ plays songs that you didn't even know you needed to hear.
Yeah, and I miss that in the underground. I remember going to afters. I'd be like, damn,
some deep shit.
I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? And this is before Shazam, so you really had to be like, fuck.
Yeah. Like, damn, I really can't get shit.
Try and catch like 5 seconds of the lyrics and fucking you're like, what did it
Write
say?
it down on YouTube, see if something like that comes up similar and shit.
Did you fucking only find the sample?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking pissed.
That has happened to me numerous times, bro.
Yeah, and that what's in your USB, and then like how you present yourself, your social image is really gonna dictate like whether the underground is gonna keep you underground, or if, like, they're gonna mark you out into.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you see many frat boys at the fucking afters and the undergrounds.
Yeah,
Shit,
all the fishers and the Chris Lakes.
Yeah.
Shadow Fisher, Chris Lake.
I think that itself is like you said, like we said, it's a slippery slope because I think we're staying true to our sound, which is what we think is underground, and what, like, again, because we've done the research, we've seen like it's only played at a certain spot, it's only been played like a certain amount of times.
Yeah.
And once we get into this opportunity of like playing for the masses, we feel that like that slippery slope of, damn, am I even considered an underground artist at this point because this many people want to come and see me?
I mean, I think it just depends on your overall goal too. At the end of the day, like, do you want to stay in the underground, or do you want to?
Well, I think that's the wrong question.
Get to the goal of playing these big festivals.
I've been asked that a lot, and I think about it all the time. Like, and it sucks to think about it this way, because I think about like somebody like John Summit, right?
Sure.
I've been following him since he first started.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I really liked his earlier stuff and his production shit. He has shit on Reddit. I think
Bands
YouTube that you can find where he shows you how to bend, rolling tech like on a C sharp, like the bass lines and stuff like that. So for him to already to put that out there shows you how much he likes the community, right? Mm-hmm. Now I went through a phase where I was like, fuck John Summit. I don't
Yeah,
like
I get it. Yeah.
Jigglypuff, like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But like, I recently saw him play at Lightning in a Bottle. I didn't want to. My friends dragged me to the fucking set. Like, come on. So I went over there, and then like it made me fall in love with them again. I was
Really?
like, okay. I was like, that was actually pretty dope.
I mean, Lib kind of caters a different kind of crowd, so I feel like he probably
He probably
had
played
a good set for
he
that.
played with a little bit more soul.
Yeah, there you go.
It wasn't like that fucking frat boy party shit that he does half the time, which
Exactly.
just icks me sometimes. But
I think a lot of us are like that. I think me and Denali actually went to like a lot of his earlier shows because we were so like into it,
that
man.
motherfucker was
Ripper.
good. And then and by the way I see it, we're American. He's American. We have someone representing us there. He's from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I like that. I like the fucking story he had going on,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
But what I was trying to get to say is, like, obviously John fucking blew up, right?
Yeah.
Like, any of us is gonna be a fucking idiot and a fool to pass up an opportunity like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure, dude.
So we would all do it.
That's
And-
everyone's dream, you know?
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And the thing is too, like where people kind of forget, like he's still playing like a lot of like unreleased shit, like people send them that would
Yeah.
technically be considered underground, just in a big large scale, right? And people then that's where I feel like merge or don't see the line of like, oh, he's still like playing underground shit, but just at a mainstream crowd, essentially, just a big crowd. And I feel like that's again what I was gonna say is the wrong question of maybe it's not about him being like or like staying in the underground, but more or less can we stay to that true underground sound with the masses like under us, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, at that point, then you're bringing that underground to the surface level. And then, so you're kind of changing the dynamic of that like sound, you know, that you bring.
But
So
that's
in
what
a-
happens a lot though.
in a sense, like I said, that's what you want at the end of the day is that success that you could dominate in a space or a certain sound so well that it now becomes mainstream.
Damn. Yeah, that shit. Again, this fucking slippery slope.
Yeah, a slippery one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like you got to choose. Like, you're gonna stay under, or you're gonna pop out and bring whatever kind of sound it is that the people that come to see you for with you.
Yeah. That's a good way. Good perspective, bro.
Now, financially or emotionally or however you want to put it, spiritually, what's the actual price of keeping events truly like in the underground space? this year?
Spiritually, fuck yeah.
Like, how are you able to maintain it like within that? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it costs more than money. Fucking
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Like half of my soul is in fucking alleys and warehouses of LA. I've done this shit for so long. Your sanity sometimes, bro.
I get it. Yeah.
My fucking
late
Stress.
just fucking not so much stress. Yeah, it's stress. You're right. I guess this is why you have to take care of yourself. Drink water. Remember to fucking sleep. Eat right.
Yeah, for
Eat your
real.
veggies. All that shit will keep you clear minded, man. Financially, it's always expensive, man. You know what I mean? I think on average, like underground event it's gonna cost anywhere between 10 to 15K
a night per night.
For a good setup.
for a good
Like,
setup.
like
yeah.
a proper setup, like
Yeah, but you're talking like security, venues,
shitters, everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the works. This is just from experience.
Wow.
And I mean, is the return on investment important, or is it like
Well,
more
that's-
for the community?
you-
or like
you
you try
wanna-
to get both out of it.
You want to again? It's like the whole John Summit thing that we were talking about. Obviously, I mean, that's a hard one because I don't really do this to make money. You know what I mean? If I become successful doing it, it's a different story. But at some point, you do have to set certain goals that you have to reach.
100%.
And then at some point, you have to understand that in order to reach those goals, you have to maintain. So in order to maintain, to stay afloat, and stay in business, or to keep doing these things, you do need some kind of,
yeah,
Cash flow.
cash flow. Yeah, because I mean, if there's none of that, then the community goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's sad. And it's sad to say, yeah, because the minute you stop, it's like, where do people go?
To the competitor.
Yeah, and I mean, it's cool that there's these afters or events that have free shows, but I feel like, you know, if we just paid like maybe $5 or $10, 20, just to like have a nicer, you know, event. Like,
Yeah. I think that's worth it. I think
it's
that's
worth
definitely
it.
worth it. Like right now,
especially, and then it would give like, you know, people like you the ability to curate and have nicer experiences.
Yeah.
to give back to the people. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, I remember when we used to go out to these events, I fucking complain about, like, because at the end of the night, you're fucking tired. I'm just like, fuck, man, I just want to sit my ass down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, you go to all these other collectives, and there's nothing to fucking sit on, nothing. So then we brought in a bunch of fucking black couches.
The couches, right?
All the way in the back.
No, I know.
The random couches right there.
I went back to back with D-Lo for you guys, and dude, I was just fucking sick, so fucking sick. I felt like absolute dog shit, and I was so grateful for that fucking couch, man.
The fucking couch,
The
man.
fucking couch, dude.
I would just wonder if the fucking couch was alive. Like, what have you seen, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. Crucified his fucking ass, knocking out there for a few hours, bro, before his set.
Oh, bro, that motherfucker stays sleeping, bro.
man.
Fucking
Probably
Snorlax.
Find a whole 8-ball in that couch, just
The
like
fuck, dude.
fucking scraping out of it and shit.
Dude, this guy has slept through, I can't even tell you how many times, like through different various green rooms, man. Green rooms and like
Fucking pinche Snorlax.
in the like in the back of like events. Sometimes when he finds a couch or like a chair, he's like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna just knock out for a little bit and quick, easy,
Boom,
like
little
nothing.
cat nap, easy money. I mean, I'm guilty of doing that shit, dude. Sometimes you gotta rally. I mean,
He tells me
with
a
the sleep.
power nap real quick.
Power nap. Yeah, I mean, you puke and rally, you gotta fucking cat nap and rally. Same shit.
Shout out Crucify, man. Like, brother, for real. Now, obviously, I'm sure you're going to say yes, because I know I have, and I've talked to a lot of other event coordinators that have done the same thing, but have you ever run a night that lost money, but it felt like a win for the culture?
Yeah. Absolutely, man. It was just fucking... I'm not going to get into great detail about it, you know what I mean? But there's a time where someone called
Okay.
on us. Fucking haters. I don't know exactly who it was. Fuck you. But they called. They shut us down. I got in a lot of trouble that day.
Damn.
And
With the feds, I'm assuming?
no, not the feds, but the PD.
Ah, damn.
I was like, damn. Okay, whatever. And then we were starting to break everything down, and then I had to make an executive decision right there. I was like, and again, this is my business partners talking to me. They were like, it's up to you, man. They were like, okay, Pope was gone. Just wait an hour, maybe 2, and open this shit back up. And I was sitting there like, fuck.
Damn. What was the thought process? You were like,
I just want tonight.
You just wanted it to happen? Like,
I just wanted it to happen. You know what I mean? Part of me was like, no, like,
The show must go on.
we gotta give the people what they want, and then let's fucking try to break even at least.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because right now we're in a fucking gutter.
Yeah.
You know, and I felt like if I would not had made the executive decision for us to run again, I feel like Sound Factory would have been like in a fucking hole right now.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, because that would have been a big setback for us.
Damn.
And yeah, we ran again, and it was very successful. Instead of doing the 2 stages at that time, we did the one inside and we closed the outside, and then I condensed the lineup. Obviously, I kept myself on it. Because I was
Hey,
like,
you gotta
nah,
show
before I
someone
fucking
yourself.
work hard for this shit, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a back-to-back Meerkat for an hour and a half.
At least.
And no, it was a very successful night. It was one of those nights where we could have made a big goal, but it didn't happen, and just feel like breaking even, kind of breaking even, and kind of giving the people what they wanted.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
Still a win in
yeah,
itself.
that was a big W, man. You know?
Yeah, hell yeah. No, that's fucking sick.
Now, like, what, like, right now, what would you say is, like, the single biggest threat eating at the underground right now? Like, Because I know, like, you dealing with Pope and stuff like that, like, that's already one of the big issues that we're facing right now currently in the scene. Like, we're seeing parties get raided all the time.
Yeah, man. And then, like, people dying, man.
Man, that's a big one.
The girl, what was the girl's name? I've talked to this chick, the chick that got,
For that one party.
yeah, she got, impaled in the chest with some
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, she was cool, man. She was like somebody in the community. I forget her name, dude.
Shout out to her, though.
Yeah,
All love, though.
Yeah. And then the gangster party that was like 4 or 5 blocks away from our party, where like that guy got shot in the face, and it was like a Hood Day celebration type stuff, and you know, like just when shit, just in general, people dying, bro. Like it doesn't matter their background or you know affiliation and shit like that. It's always gonna stain the underground.
Yeah, especially at like a place where people are supposed to come together and, you know, unite and fucking just have a good time.
Yeah, that's why I think it was like
you don't go out thinking you're gonna fucking die. That's fucked up.
yeah, that's a good way to look at it too. Like, you know, no one should fucking leave their home and not come back.
Yeah, you're going there to kind of escape the reality of, like, what the shit you got going on. You shouldn't be having to think of, fuck, I gotta look over my shoulder. You already do, because you got some weirdo that is probably on some shit, right? You're partying too hard, but you don't want, like, the extra, like, the unsecurity happening around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, for something like that to happen. So,
And like you were saying earlier, I mean, you made it seem like, you know, security is a really, really big fucking factor for, you know, a sound factory.
Yeah, and just in general, you know, I feel like some of these collectives, they'll have this wonderful security inside, you know, and there's I know one collective that actually does an amazing job of just kind of like, because presence is essence, you know what I mean? If you have somebody just there, like, boom, kind of like dog guarding a little bit, dude, you know, it avoids so many problems.
for sure.
And I've seen other collectives where like they don't give a fuck about that.
Where it's not even present, right? Like,
Yeah, you're like, dude, what the fuck's going on? And what's going on right now, man?
Yeah, I know. Some of these parties can get a little weird. So I understand 100%, man. And, you know, I don't want to talk about it too much, but just kind of touching back on that a little bit, like, I know you guys had a lot of heat during that weekend, like Hard Summer Weekend, when all that, like, rap show was happening. You guys got a lot of the blame for that on the news even, like.
Yeah, my fucking name was on local news.
Crazy,
the fucking
bro.
flyer was just right there. Me, Ryker, back-to-back Tanner, the two brothers.
That's crazy, dude.
These two fucking guys.
These fucking,
You knew, like, next morning of or that night?
we started getting the calls like almost right away.
No shit.
But the crazy thing is that it all fell. The news blamed the other collective that I was working with at the time.
No shit.
Yeah. Like, it was our flyer that they had on there, but they totally blamed them. Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a good thing.
No.
But
You know what I mean?
the collective name wasn't slandered,
Yeah.
but your personal name was out in the open.
Yeah. I was just like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
dude, people from where I work at were like, dude, Ryker, like, are you okay? People were texting me the next day, man.
Damn.
Like, hey, bro, like, I heard you got shot. I'm like, what the fuck? Where are you guys hearing these shit?
yeah.
Straight telephone.
Yeah.
The rumor just started fucking web of lies.
Yeah, man. And then after that, we also, like, me and the other member of the other collective, we were up to, like, fucking almost 1 the next day.
PM?
Yeah, in the afternoon, like, calling the news outlets and telling them to retract their statements because what they had posted was completely inaccurate.
Yeah.
Completely inaccurate. Like, none of that shit happened where we were at. It literally happened, like, fucking 4 blocks down on the left.
Yeah, they also were trying to blame, like, the rave scene, not, like, the rap scene.
Yeah,
that was
the
doing
hip
it.
hop.
Yeah, the hip hop that was doing it.
They were definitely targeting the racing, for sure.
That's wild.
And I think that's what's going to happen, honestly. You know how, like, in Europe, in England, I guess, they pass, like, the rave movements and they have, like, the raving bill.
Yeah, I
where,
think
like,
I've heard of something
they
like
made
that.
that shit super illegal, and I think they tried to pass that here somewhere in the mid-90s, if I remember.
Oh, that was Joe Biden that tried to do that, actually.
Yeah, the little fucker, man.
I honestly, I'm a little lost, but if you guys can put me on game,
So
great. Me and the people listening.
So basically, what those bills were trying to do, they were trying to make, like, raving, like, 100%, like, illegal.
Really?
Yeah, super huge fucking fines, big jail time.
Yeah, like
even like official like event.
no
companies?
official events.
No, yeah, that's
they're like
sanctioned,
quote-unquote,
licensed.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
The underground.
Gotcha. Okay. Damn.
Yeah,
That's
the
wild.
war on raves.
Damn. That like you were saying earlier, history repeats itself, right? I'm sure that happened back in the late 90s, early 90s when like rave was happening in Chicago, in Detroit, and Chicago, things like that. Like,
I mean, not to be like conspiracy theorists, but like, what if like Insomniac or like these big fucking dogs are the ones calling on these little fucking.
Well, I mean,
It's happened.
It's a slippery slope. Yeah, I believe it.
Like
I
think
believe
of
it.
like the Nos Center, and then the fucking Insomniac started throwing afters. Like,
yeah. They saw that local afters were doing great, and they said, "Oh man, I gotta
need
step
that.
my game up. I want the business actually."
Yeah,
I want those crumbs, baby. Give me that shit,
yeah, man.
fuckers.
But yeah, that'd be crazy, huh? Like, damn, what happened? Party got shut down. Why? Fucking Pascal called the cops on me, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
He said, "Not in my hood, bro."
Now, for you, like, what's like, whether it's you being a DJ or like a promoter, dude, like, what's something that you're not willing to bend on, no matter what? Like, you're set on this. This is how we're doing it. Like, I don't care how much you pay me. I don't care how much you bitch at me. It's gonna be this way.
I would never use a sync button for live mixing.
Okay.
I'm fucking around with you. I don't know, man. I'm pretty flexible. I will not take someone telling me what to play. You know what I mean? You can ask me nicely. Like, hey man, like, can you play a little bit more less groovy? Okay, well, I'll try. You know what I mean? Stuff like that but obviously, like, that's your job as a DJ. For me, when I get booked, unless I'm fucking dying or I'm sick, I always show up an hour and a half before my set so I can see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, read the room.
Read the room. See if you need to reset the dance floor. Things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but as a DJ, yeah, man, I don't know. I'm pretty easygoing, pretty laid back.
Okay. What's like a common mistake that you see, like, I guess up and coming DJs do right now, like that you're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Stop fucking doing those back spins, guys.
fuck, dude, that's me.
I like doing them too. I do. I tell myself I can only do 2%.
What about the chops?
If it's tasteful, it's good. But it's extremely saturated too.
But how much
Yeah.
is enough?
This slippery.
I know
slope.
you've done it
This
too.
is the slippery,
I do
the
that shit
fucking
all the
slippery
time.
slope episode,
I
bro.
feel he's attacking me right now.
Because he heard you tag me with the backspin, bro.
The fucking but to tell the newer DJs is like stay consistent, practice every day. I think that's very important. Learn your equipment. Get a nice pair of headphones. Invest in yourself. Look good up there.
Yeah.
Don't be fucking raggedy, borrowing
There's-
fucking. Don't be like
looks
Rich.
lazy.
Don't be like Rich, bro. For him fucking borrowing our headphones all the fucking time. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Gosh,
fuck.
we're gonna start GoFundMe for the motherfucker. Buy him a pair of high ears.
He has mine right now.
Oh, see, exactly. Look at that. He has your shit kidnapped.
Why do you think I got earbuds on, bro?
Fuck, bro. See, you hear this shit, Rich? You're an
This
asshole.
dude likes the earbuds.
But to his defense, he did
He
meet
likes
me
the
when
earbuds.
I was just using earbuds because I don't know, bro. Personally, I don't mind wearing them. I like that it's just pause deep in my ear. But I personally prefer it this way. I feel like it's fucked with my hearing a bit. Don't look at me like that. I know I said pause. But
It's recorded.
he met me like that. He asked if he could hold on to him for a little bit. I was like, yeah, go ahead. And I had a show up in SAC like 2 weeks ago. I needed to get some earbuds because I didn't want to like invest into some new ones because I have some good ones already. So I was like, fuck it, earbuds. And since then, I've just been rocking them.
Yeah.
They're cool. But yes, my boy, we're going to get you some. We're starting to GoFundMe. Link in bio.
When's this guy's birthday?
Fuck, you're putting me on blast. September.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're going to say September 16th.
It is September 16th, I think, actually.
Yeah. That's Mexican Independence Day because that was a bean. So we're going to.
Oh, no, it's
yeah.
16 or 24. Fuck, he's going to hate me. But, yeah, we're going to get you some. Don't
It's
you trip.
September.
Yeah.
It's all right.
That's fucking hilarious.
So, what are like some of the quiet signs that tell you someone isn't ready for the dance floor yet?
Like as a person or as a DJ?
As a DJ.
If you can't beat match, you don't belong on the dance floor. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's you're insulting the craft, man. You know what I mean? And I always tell this and I always preach this and I'm gonna say it till the day I die, is the dance floor is sacred, man. That's like one of the few spots. It's like it's like
You're unlocking your soul in there, bro. Like,
man, like, you're there with yourself, and that's why I get so annoyed with these fucking crowds sometimes, man. While they're pushing and shoving, and you're just trying to, like, enjoy the fucking show, no excuse me, nothing, and you're just sitting there like, fuck, man. If everybody thought like us, like, this is sacred, like, there's room for everybody, bro.
No.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But absolutely that. Like, learn how to beat match. If you don't know how to beat match, you don't belong there. I mean,
that's where I feel like these like super exclusive clubs come into play, where it's like, yeah, you do have to have a membership to attend these events and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we want a certain type of people or like a certain vibe. Like, that's like super curated.
Well, think of like certified groovers, for example. They're super like niche, super curated. Like, it's either one person on that whole night playing or like 3 to 4 max, and they're going like deep selections, like long sets. Like, they have like a certain thing they're going for always, and it's not for everybody. Like, it's a small group of people that go, and it gets packed and popping, but like very few people. Like, it's like a private club. Like, only like small group of people go there because it's small, sacred, and intimate.
Mad exclusive.
I've been to I think 2 or 3 other shows. I forgot who was playing, but it was all on vinyl. I was just like,
sick.
Oh man, it's so buttery.
That's fire.
Yeah, and they like, those vinyl motherfuckers, they like to mix on that X mixer.
The zone.
The zones, yeah. Because it sounds more analog.
Yeah.
More warm, and it's gonna show there. If you're a DJ or not, it's gonna show in that kind of mixer and that kind, mixing on vinyl. And it was 2 girls ripping it too, man. Who will play that day? Like, I don't remember, but that shit I was just sitting there like, damn.
Yeah, it's the people that like geek out about this shit,
Yeah,
exactly. It's fucking.
But the people that really care about music taste and like the vibe go to things like that, which is why I say that. Like, very like people that care about the sound, care of how warm it feels, care about like the intimacy of the dance floor. Those like people are the ones that go to those type of things. The regular listener isn't really paying attention to those things. They're going more for either the party, for the I was telling Ruben this last week, like the audio visual sensory of it, like just seeing and touching everything, the production of it. Like, there's a lot of different reasons now people are going other than the dance floor and things like that.
Yeah, it's grown, and that's good, man.
I feel like the Sound Factory does a great job at really caring about the sound, and like you said, just fucking curating an overall great experience. So
yeah, man,
that shit's dope.
Some good DJs.
Now, for you, who's been like a mentor as far as like to put you on game for as a DJ and as like a curator? Like, what, like who did you get inspiration from?
Man, luckily for me, I've been blessed enough to be surrounded by like almost every person that's been in my life. It's been some kind of mentor, especially with the DJ shit. From Tanner to Meerkat, Sam, my boy Devin in the desert, crazy ass DJ, man. Who else? Pedro, my homie Pedro. We had a falling out a couple years back, but I've learned a lot from him.
Okay.
I can't take that away from him.
I get you,
motherfucker. But my other boy Randy. As far as like the DJ shit, the curating shit, bro, I feel like when it came to the Sound Factory shit, as far as like the curation, production, and sound, I feel like it was just me, bro.
Just kind of came as it.
Yeah, just me and Tanner. Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Just kind of learning things as you go. Fucking
cool. Like Tanner did teach me a lot about like uplighting.
Okay.
And like how you can make a room look like deeper or like longer or like
sick.
more like
that's important.
Not even a space I even thought of.
Yeah. Me neither. That's why I'm like, damn, that's important actually, because you want to make it look aesthetically pleasing and to the camera and to the person there on the dance floor, right?
I mean, I like understand like a mirror on the roof of places makes it look bigger.
Yeah,
it gives it
it gives it that crazy depth. You're like, whoa, like how tall, like how deep does that go?
Yeah.
Brother, one of the things that I thought was really interesting like that you did last year was going to Burning Man. How was that? And for the people who don't know what Burning Man is, and I know it's very little at this point, how can you explain that festival to them before going into your experience?
Okay, so I got chewed out for that.
Really?
I kept calling it festival, and I was getting corrected by my homies. They were like, "It's not a festival; it's an experience." I was like, "All right."
Oh, I'm sorry. So see, now you're putting me on game. Okay,
It's an experience.
so
like
Burning Man experience.
It's just it's a fucking, I don't know, man. It was my first burn, and then once I get there,
Explain the burn. Explain what a burn is.
so burn is just a slang for burners.
Okay.
So people that go to Burning Man, they call themselves burners, right?
Okay.
And then they call it, the slang for it, they call it the burn,
Okay.
or they call it the playa,
Gotcha.
because where Black Rock is at, it used to be like a lake bed. So
Okay.
that dried out, and like the sand there is like almost like beach sand.
It's like clayish almost.
Yeah,
No?
it's alkaline. It's
Gotcha.
alkaline charged. So
Okay.
like once it dries, it's almost like cement when it dries up. When it gets wet, it's crazy. Like if you fucking put it on the microphone here, like it's a bitch to take off.
I
You
bet.
have to like spray vinegar and stuff like that to like take it off.
Damn. Okay.
But, yeah, it was just sorry, I fucking lost my train of thought.
So you explained what burners were, but how long is typically the festival go for?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Experience.
So sorry, the Burning Man experience. yes. Thank you. Yes.
How long did it go for? It depends, bro.
Because it goes from like 5 to 10 days, something like that. No,
So it's about 7 days.
7 days.
Right?
Okay.
Officially, it's like 7 days. It's like Monday to Monday, but people get there. Some people get there like 2 or 3 weeks before it starts to start building
The like
their
art
camps and stuff like
installations
that.
and
Yeah, and all the crazy
floats.
shit that they bring in, and then after it's over, some people stay there like another 2-3 weeks.
Oh, shit.
So people
Yeah.
are there for like a fucking
like
month.
living
Yeah.
there, or like just to bring everything down.
No, they're chilling.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the experience is 7 days. You get there day one, or you get there like already it's started.
So we got there, and bro, it was fucking crazy. It was like raining. There was some crazy ass winds.
Damn.
Fucking.
Oh yeah,
like-
wasn't the first day like just absolute dog shit, like bad?
Yeah, my buddy Brian BC Bagels, he was out there like 4 days before, and he had set up camp,
Okay.
but the fucking wind and the rain destroyed it.
Really?
So he had to set it up again.
Oh man.
So when we got there, finally, like it was like what, the Monday. So it happened to him on a Sunday. We get there on a Monday. We're trying to get in, right? And as we're trying to get in, it starts to rain. And when it rains at Burning Man, you can't move. They have you sit, and then they have you wait till the fucking floor dries up.
Fuck.
Because if you're fucking driving around, you're gonna get stuck, and then you start creating fucking like
Mudslides,
holes,
right?
Ruts and shit.
like fucking trenches on the thing. So then more people get stuck, bro. So I was at the, at the entrance of Burning Man for like fucking 19 hours.
Nah.
Waiting to get in, bro.
Fucking eh.
Yeah, that was.
What are you
rough.
doing there? Just hanging out
just party
I was
right there,
fucking
no?
I was just sitting there thinking about what the fuck am I doing here?
in the middle of no.
Oh shit.
In fucking crazy ass Black Rock City.
Yeah. How long is like the last like civilization from like getting out there?
No, it's not that far, bro. It's like
Like about 30 minutes?
yeah, about 30.
Just down a fucking desert road.
Yeah, because like a lot of the people from the org, that's another slang term when you're talking about like the corporate entities that run Burning Man, they call it the org. A lot of people at the org that are part of the org live there now.
No shit.
Not at where they do the Burning Man, but like the next little city over. They have like the Black Rock like mail services and stuff
Got
like
it,
that.
okay.
Yeah, like their business of like I guess their operations.
Okay.
Yeah,
Say
they're
their
like
operations.
headquarters
Yeah,
or
their
whatever.
HQ.
The logistical center. Yeah. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know they had one like that.
Yeah, but it's an experience, man. And the ones they build the little city, And then I started thinking about what we built. You know what I mean? We got there and set up and helped my buddy out.
What'd you guys build?
Just like the structures and like the tents. You know what I mean? Setting up, running lights, stuff like that. You really like, it makes you feel like you're part of a community because
you're building it. Yeah.
You're building it, and as people start to leave, you start to see how many components start like separating. So all these people come and make one big component, and then they all fucking leave. You know what I mean? It's magical.
Yeah,
it is. Sick. And once I was there, I was like, my buddy, he had been trying to get me out to go out there. I'm not even lying to you. Maybe like 5 years.
Really?
Come on, let's go to Burning Man. Come on, let's go to Burning Man. Come on, let's go to Burning Man.
I feel like I've been saying that for a long time too.
And I always been like, nah, fuck that, nah. And then eventually I was like, okay, we'll go. He convinced me, and then my ex convinced me to go. So I went with them. And then he brought his girlfriend, and then our homie Will. It was like 8 of us. But man, he I almost feel like he knew what he was doing, the motherfucker. He like assembled like the Avengers of fucking raving / curating and stuff like that. Like,
cool.
You know, because we all DJ too, like Madison, Madison Orange, Brian, me. Oh shit, never mind. There's only 3 of us. Okay, yeah, never mind. I take that back. But everybody else like knows something, you know what I mean? Like my homie Will, he's a crazy guy. Like you tell him to fucking rip the fucking wall, he'll do it. You know what I mean? And you tell him to build like 3 doors, he'll do it. Like he's that kind of guy. He's very like fucking MacGyver.
Okay.
So we had him, the homegirl Felicia, she's a cook. You know what I mean? She knows a lot about cooking, so the food was good. You know what I mean?
Yo, the fucking whole pirate crew.
For real, bro. That's what it felt like.
Well, yeah, I mean, like in that type of environment, it's like you're using the barter system. You're using like what you have as life skills to kind of keep you alive those couple days, because there's no like stores, fronts, there's no like nothing. If from what I understand, like,
oh yeah, everything is like you're gonna. Well, here's the thing too. Like everybody gives something out. Like everybody like you're supposed to give back to
like
the
a
playa.
service, right?
Yeah, like some kind of service, you know. So for example, there was this camp right in front of us that all they did from like it was like 7 a.m. to like about noon, right? That's already 5 hours, right? So from 7 a.m. to about noon, all they did was brew coffee. You can just walk over there, get some coffee, you're chilling.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then there's other places that serve food the whole time, and you can go over there and get as many plate as you want or as needed. You know what I mean? Are they gonna look at you funny if you come back like the 12th time? Yes.
Sure,
you know what I mean? They're gonna be like, all right, bro, like
come on,
doing,
bro.
yeah, like, but you know, go get some pancakes with fucking bacon, bro, and then you walk over to the next guy's over and you grab some coffee, and then you come back to your fucking tent.
No, yeah, I from stories that I've seen like online and people that I've talked to that have went, like they tell me all the time, like, yeah, everyone's offering something, some type of service, some type of like thing that they're able to do for you, whether it's massages, whether it's food, whether it's like cleaning your shoe, like some type of weird like odd service that they're willing to provide for you. It's wild.
It's always some crazy shit, bro. Yeah, I mean, I want to go back this year, see if it happens. You know,
let me know, bro. I'll be there. I'm trying to do that shit, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean,
ever since I seen that episode of Malcolm in the Middle, bro, been trying to go to Burn.
Oh, bro, you know what's crazy? Kind of freaks me out a little bit. You're the 3rd person that I talked to that brought up that reference.
Dude, it's just a fucking unforgettable episode.
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
So basically, the fucking what's the Malcolm in the Middle's dad's name?
Bryan Cranston, but the actor,
yeah, Bryan Cranston fucking brings fucking Huey to what's his name, Dewey or Huey? Dewey to the fucking burn.
No shit.
Yeah,
that's wild. I've never seen it. I'm gonna have to take a peep after that.
Just watch it, bro. That one's actually pretty funny.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's a solid one. So yeah, you'll see kids there though.
Really? Yeah, it's an all age thing actually.
That's it's true. All ages. Okay, so it's like Coachella. You'll see kids at Coachella.
Mm-hmm. But for that though, you need to in order for you to attend, you need to have like a camp already though, right? You can't just walk in like.
No. They don't let you walk in like that. You need to be. Okay, so let me explain it to you. How to explain it? So there's set camps. There's people that belong to certain camps. Mm-hmm. And as Burning Man's built like an arch, right? It's built like this. So let's say
half crescent or something.
So let's say this is Burning Man, right? Mm-hmm. Most of the camps are going to be closer to Esplanade, which is the main wall. But when you go towards the back, on the deep ends of the arc, towards the back, that's where all the renegades are at.
Really?
So if you have a ticket, that's where you'll go camp, in the outskirts of like the dome. Yeah.
Okay. Damn. All right. Now, as far as like the actual burn itself, like when you guys are burning the figure, like, is that just one day of doing that at night?
Yeah.
Or,
So
okay.
there's 2 dedicated burns. So they obviously burn the men,
Okay.
right, which is on a Saturday, I believe, and then they there's a temple that they burn too.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it gets deep, bro. That's why I'm like, I always tell people, like, also, like, if you're not in the right headspace and you have a lot of emotional baggage, Burning Man might not be the place for you, because
Really?
when they did the temple burn, which was on Sunday, the point of the temple burn is like for you to go to the temple and give something up, let go of something. And for me personally, it got deep, because I've always had this fucking animosity and resentment towards my dad, right? That I, for some reason, like years, I could never let go of it. And when we were at the burn, I walked over to the temple, right? And when you walk over to the temple, people, it's crazy. Like, you look at the walls, there's names of people, you know what I mean, that people are letting go.
Wow.
People that have passed away, people that, you know, you're not cool with anymore.
Yeah.
And in my case, it was my dad. And my dad already passed away, like, man, I think it's been like 13, 14 years ago now since he's been gone.
Mhm.
But I always had that, like, resentment towards him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So once I got in there and I wrote his name on a little piece of fucking wood, like on a little corner somewhere in the bumfuck of the fucking temple.
Yeah.
And then, you know, obviously you do your prayer, you do whatever it is you do, you're talking to him or yourself or whatever.
Mm.
And then I left, right? So I did that like on a Wednesday, I believe. Was it a Wednesday or Thursday? I don't know. But I did it before they actually burned it. And then finally on Sunday when they were burning it, and you're watching that burn, you're watching that let go, bro. You see how many people are out there? You're just like, fuck.
Really?
Shit cuts deep, man.
It sounds deep, man. I'm not.
Yeah.
I feel like those type of things are sometimes necessary, right? Because some of us need that physical
That closure. you
that
know?
physical closure of like actually writing something and seeing it burn away and saying, okay, I have released what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that sounds like something I definitely need and I need to be a part of, man, because I feel like I have some baggage I might be able to let go that way. I've never intended that, or I've never tried it that way. So I feel like that could be something cool to try out. But that's really wild to hear that that's how it works, man.
Yeah,
super cool.
That shit cuts deep, man.
Yeah, sounds-
Especially because, like, I thought I had let go of that shit.
Interesting.
And then, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's been 14 years. Why the fuck do I have this weird resentment towards my dad already? I get it. He wasn't the best man. He wasn't the best dad. I still loved him. Still my dad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But to hold on to something for, like, that long, bro, come on. Like, I'm almost going to be 30. I'm 40 years old. Like, at some point, I got to let it go and understand that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm entitled to my anger, and it can be healthy, but also, like, why be angry for fucking 14 years or whatever amount of time? You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, it just eats at you from
Yeah,
the
man.
inside
It destroys you.
until it you let it out. But so before we close here, so what do you think is next for Sound Factory and for you?
Next, hopefully, for me, we'll start with me first. Obviously, the DJing shit, I love it. Producing, getting more into the production game of things too. For Sound Factory, you know, we want to continue what we're doing. You know, we took a little break right now, and it's always hard to come back from breaks, you know, because everybody's fucking mental juices are everywhere. But if we all align, as far as like my business partners and myself, we all align, and I know how much they love Sound Factory too, then we'll be back like we used to be. You know what I mean?
Do you have like sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but
No,
like,
you're
do you
good.
have like a set time, and when do you think you'll be like doing your event soon?
I'm shooting for March. You know what I mean?
6, so really soon.
So yeah, because it's been like what 3 months, 4 months now.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, I mean, we need to do something, but at the same time, we need to stay true to that concept that I was telling you guys about earlier. You know, like proper curations, good lineup. You know what I mean? The good stuff.
With that being said, perfect segue. After people hear this podcast, what would you say is something that you actually want them to understand about the underground?
The underground's for everybody. Everybody's welcome. The only thing we don't tolerate is obviously violence.
Yeah.
And understand that all this is driven by music too.
Yeah, the love for music.
Love for music, yeah.
Yep, love for music, community, and people that listen to this, I hope that they go back and they read about how house music was created and where the term warehouse, that's the reason why they call it house music. Frankie Knuckles and all those guys, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Detroit too, Detroit,
all
Mecca.
The pioneers.
Yeah, man, those guys. Without those guys, we wouldn't be here.
100%, I agree with that. Anybody you want to shout out, brother?
Oh, everybody, man. Meerkat, miss you. Sam, too. Eddie, we were talking about him on the way over here.
Yes, sir. Shout out Eddie.
Eddie P. Yes,
Eddie
sir.
P. Obviously, Tanner, my mom, my dad. I still have dad.
Yeah.
Fucking around. That's it, man.
Yeah. Well, brother, honestly, we can probably go on for hours and hours conversating about things, but it's honestly been such a pleasure talking to you and getting to understand you and know you a little bit more and letting the people understand and, know you as well. I think a lot of people see like this, like more life character that's all about the scene and the community, but they don't understand like who you are like behind the scenes as well and understanding your mindset. So I think that was really important for people. You spit a lot of game, bro, for people that are still like trying to come up and do this. So I really appreciate you and your time. Thanks again, brother. It really truly means a lot.
Yeah, super dope. Especially for me. I mean, we've only talked a few times, so it was super cool getting to know you.
Of course, guys. Thank you for having me on.
Knowing what makes you tick,
Yeah.
For real.
But all right, guys, this has been another episode of OTR Radio. We truly appreciate everyone that has stuck around and listened to the whole thing. We will be dropping the links for Mr. Ryker Angeles on the bio below, as well as Sound Factory's Instagram. Any links that he wants us to drop, we will be leaving them down there below. Outside of that, guys, this has been OTR Radio.
Later.
Peace.
Later.
Adios.